gonna do a story time of why I ghosted my baby father because he was gay. Okay, so I met my daughter's father in high school. I met him at a football game at our high school, and then we connected on Instagram. We started hanging out. Really, at that point, I really had no experience with anything or anybody. I had no experience with men or relationships or anything like that. Fast forward, when I got pregnant, I called him first before I told anybody, and he basically was like, "Oh, I knew you were gonna do this." He said that his mom had told him that he couldn't have children because of some medication that he was taking when he was younger. Obviously, that was a lie because I'm pregnant, first of all. And like I said, I hadn't done anything before that. Like, I was in high school, I was 16. I hadn't done anything before that. He talked about it, and basically he said that having a child would ruin his rap career. And that's what he told me. He said he could not ruin his rap career. My mom called him when we were in the hospital to let him know, like, his first daughter was born. And his response was, "Okay, so what do you want from me? Do you want money? What do you want from me?" So that was kind of it for a while. I think a year kind of went by, and I didn't ever really talk to him. I felt like at that point, y'all know, when a man starts talking crazy, you can just leave. Like, I don't need this. So he didn't really reach out, didn't see her, didn't come see her, didn't send her any money or anything. Fast forward a year later, he is about to go to jail. So he contacts me, he reaches out to me, and he's like, "I want to meet up with you to talk about this. I'm getting ready to go to jail." I thought it was weird because it's like, we haven't even talked. Like, why do we need to talk about he's acting as if like we're some kind of a family unit, or as like he's been in her life, or when he hasn't been. So I'm confused on what we even need to talk about. You going to jail has nothing to do with me. It doesn't impact me or my daughter in any way. So we meet up at like a Walmart parking lot, and he tells me that he's going to jail. He has to turn himself in, and he gives me $300 for while he's gone, even though I don't know if that was just because he was like looking for somebody to hold him down in jail, because he had never given me any money before, and we never really talked before. He gave me $300, and then that was kind of the end of that conversation on that day. So when he gets out, like a couple of days after he gets out, he comes and he sees her for the very first time, and that was kind of it for at that point. He didn't come back to see her until later on that year on Christmas Eve, and really he didn't come to see her, he just kind of came to see me. So he took me out on a date on Christmas Eve, fills my head with a bunch of lies, and it was at this point where things started to go downhill. We kind of get into a relationship at this point, so we start dating. Mind you, now when he got out of prison, he became this Muslim, this like stand-up guy. He's such a Muslim, may Allah do this, he got prayer time and stuff, but he won't see his own child. You know, here's where everything goes downhill. We're dating. I buy this car, straight out cash. I buy this 2021 all white, red interior Scat Pack Charger. I buy this car, I come to him, he sees the car, and he's like, "Yeah, I want one of these, I want one of these." I'm like, "You should get you one." He's like, "I don't really have like the money to get it." And I'm like, "Oh, that sucks." We're laying in bed, and he's showing me pictures of like different cars that he could buy off, like, I guess they're like cars that people have stolen and are reselling. That's the vibe I was getting. So I don't date scammers, thugs, criminals, none of that anymore. And he was basically like, "Yeah, this one is only $6,700. I wish I had that money. I wish I had that money. I know I'm gonna have the money next week, but I don't have the money now." And the guy is telling me that if I don't buy it now, like, it's not gonna be here next week, type, that kind of deal. And so he asked me, he's like, "Can I just borrow the money? I'll give it back to you in 2 weeks." And I said, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, I'll give you almost $7,000. We go to the bank, I pull it out in cash, I hand it to him in his hand. "You sure you're gonna give it back to me in 2 weeks?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna give it back to you in 2 weeks. Boom, 2 weeks come and go. He's saying, "Oh, I need time." Mind you, y'all, he did not buy the car. I never saw the car. You know what I did see? Montclair, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. That's what I did see. I never saw a car. So he tells me like, "Oh, I don't have like a consistent job. I don't make money like you do." Even though the 2 weeks deadline was his deadline, he says that he needs more time to kind of get the money. Here's where things go really downhill. We start having an argument about sex because we ain't been having none. So I'm confused at like what's going on with that. Like, why are we not? And he tells me, I'm gonna post a screenshot. He tells me, oh, I'm not even gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna post it for y'all to read. So clearly, in my mind, you're gay. It's giving, why are you gay? You're gay. You're gay. So I told him at that point, like, hey, I want my money back that I gave you. I want it back right now. And I just think we should not talk to each other ever again. Like, you're not doing anything for your daughter, and and you're gay. Like, you can, and also I should have known. He's from Atlanta. He is overly masculine. He's 5'2". Like, come on, babe. I should have known. So I asked him for money back. He doesn't give me the money back. And I basically just end up blocking him, and I have never spoken to him again. So I guess this is basically the story on how I ghosted my baby daddy for being gay. He was actually gay. My ex, I don't think he was gay, but my baby daddy was actually gay, y'all. For people asking me, like, can I ask my baby daddy? I can't ask him for anything. I don't even know how to get in contact with him if I needed to get in contact with him. That's how good I blocked him.
So listen, so this girl done blocked her baby father because she said she found out that he was gay, right? I want to read to you what happened in that message, right? So she said she sent him a text message. I'm pretty sure the screen just went quick, so I'm going to read to you what she sent him. She said, "I'm just confused on why I'm not getting 8." Talking about her Twitter box. She said, "I'm just confused on why I'm not getting 8. Not yet. I've known you for 6 years. I've raised your kid by myself. I drive 6 hours every other week to see you, and I gave you thousands literally the morning after you asked. What are you exactly waiting for? My death?" He said, "Bruh, chill the F out." And she said, "I would sell my soul just to get one clear answer out of you on any subject." What you mean chill? I'm chilling. And she said, "I'm finna ask you something. And before I'm finna ask you something. And before I say this, there really isn't a reason for you to get mad. And you never know nowadays." And he said, "Okay, talk to me." And she said, "Are you DL? Or are you a little fruity? It's okay if you are not. If you are, I'm not judging. I just noticed that you don't even like to touch my PUSSY. Is it me?" He said, "No, he said, "No, it's definitely you. I never cared to play with PUSSY. To be honest, even growing up, I love women, but I don't like to touch slimy things, and that's just not what I'm into." So she blocked her message out from the bottom of it. So let me know. Let me read that again, and do you think that this certifies that he's gay? She said, "Are you DL or a little fruity? It's okay if you are. I'm not judging. I just noticed that you don't even like to touch my PUSSY. Is it me?" And he said, "No, it's definitely you. I never really cleared to play with PUSSY. To be honest, even growing up, I love women, but I don't like to touch slimy things." So that alludes to the fact that he don't like PUSSY. So I just think it's unfortunate. Let me just tell you something about this girl. She has so many different story times on her TikTok page. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what's real and what's not, because she be doing these stories all the time, right? My lips feel mad dry. She be doing these stories all the time, and that's crazy though. I mean, she said he ain't doing nothing for her child. He's not doing nothing for her child, so she just ghosted him, and he hasn't been in the child's life. She had her child, she known him for 6 years or whatever. Get in the comments, let me know what you think about this ordeal. Do you think that this is real? Do you follow this girl? Do you know about her or whatever? Let me know what your opinion is on this matter below. Listen, potent pondering, never pandering. Subscribe to this channel, thumbs up the video on your way out. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm up out of here. Peace.